Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to share with you my recipe for Bulgarian Moussaka, and I'm going to get right into the recipe. I just have one thing to say. Unless you're vegan, there is no excuse not to try the Bulgarian Moussaka at least once in your life. It is the most delicious thing. It tastes like home, it tastes like love, it tastes like mom and dad. It's wonderful, it's very easy to make, it's very cheap to make, and it can feed a lot of people. So the recipe in this video, it's for 16 servings, and it's very easy to divide it down to either 8 or 4 or 2. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you try it, because it is my favorite dish in the entire world. And if you have sensitive eyes, this is how you chop onions, with tightly fit goggles. And for an awesome tasting moussaka, you have to use 4 onions. The onions are a big part of the recipe. So 4 onions with 4 tablespoons of sweet paprika and about, I would say, 1.5 tablespoons of salt. Let it simmer until the onions are golden brown. And over here we have 4 pounds of nice and fatty ground pork. It has to be fatty. Ground beef, it's not gonna work, it's gonna ruin the recipe. So far we have 4 onions, 4 pounds of ground pork. So for each pound of ground pork, you need 1 onion. So I sauteed the onions for about 20 minutes now, and you can see how nice and golden brown they are. The paprika and the salt are well absorbed. So now I'm going to start adding the ground pork. And if you're from the United States or Mexico, the ground pork has to become the same shape or consistency as when you're making chili. So I will show you how we do that. So now we're gonna start crunching down the ground pork, and I'll just keep doing this until it's all done. So after about 7 or 8 minutes of crunching it down, this is what it should look like. So now I'm gonna let it simmer between low and medium low for a little while, and we'll get back to it in about 15 minutes. And the ground pork has now been cooking for about 20 minutes, and I am going to add my secret ingredient, which is called savory. And if you've never used savory, this is the best herb for any ground meat. It makes it taste heavenly. And that is about the equivalent of 2.5 to 3 tablespoons. And then I'm adding about a teaspoon of black pepper. And I will mix everything together and let it simmer for another 10 minutes at the most, and I'll show you what I've been doing while the ground pork was cooking. And over here I have 8 pounds of peeled and chopped potatoes, about ½ inch size, and actually about 10 pounds of potatoes, and when you peel them it comes down to 8 pounds. So I have 2 pounds of potatoes for each pound of ground pork. And now I'm gonna add the ground pork to the potatoes. In the meantime, I'm preheating the oven to 415 degrees. Oh, that already smells so good. I'm gonna add everything here and then slowly start mixing it in. We have to mix the potatoes with the ground pork. Everything needs to be well mixed. Oh, my oven is done. I'm ready. So I'm gonna mix all that and I'll be right back. So I have everything mixed together, and now I'm gonna pour 1 cup of water and cover it with aluminum foil. And now that it's tightly covered, I am going to bake it at 415 degrees for 45 minutes, and then I will uncover it. So after 45 minutes, I am removing the foil. Look at that beauty. And I will take a fork and try the potatoes. Okay, the potatoes are almost done. Perfect. So now I'm gonna put it back in the oven, uncovered, again at 415 degrees for another 15 minutes. So the total baking time is 1 hour. And now while I'm doing the last 15 minutes of baking, in a large bowl I combined 4 cups of plain yogurt, whole milk yogurt, 4 eggs, a tablespoon of savory, a pinch of salt, and about half a teaspoon of black pepper. And I will mix all this together. And now keep in mind that this is for a lot of people. We'll have a lot of people coming over tomorrow. So if you wanna do a quarter or a half of it, it's very easy to divide, because for 1 pound of ground pork we have 1 onion, we have 2 pounds of potatoes, 1 cup of yogurt, and 1 egg. It's really easy to divide it, or if you want to do half of it. But I will mix this very well together. Mix all the ingredients. Alright, that should be good enough, and I'm gonna wait a few more minutes and I'll show you the last step of the magical Bulgarian Moussaka. And now it's been another 15 minutes, so a total again of 1 hour of cooking the moussaka. And you can see how tender the potatoes are. That's perfect. And here is the last step of the process. So the mixture that we just did, I am going to pour it over the moussaka and cover the whole thing. And then I'm gonna be doing some spreading as well by hand because I can't get it perfectly. Maybe I will this time, but I may have to do some finishing with the spatula. So I poured the entire bowl, and I'm gonna finish now with the spatula and cover it nicely. And in the meantime, I turned the oven off, I switched it to broil on high, and it has to be on high, not low, to cook this mixture pretty well and fast. We want it cooked fast. Alright, I'll put it back in the oven and I'll be back in a few. And here is what the moussaka looks like after about 15 minutes of broiling. So we had an hour of baking and 15 minutes of broiling. I will show you the proper way to serve it. You're gonna love it. I wish you were here to try it. And here it is, guys, the moment of truth. Look at that beauty. Look at that. That is beautiful. And you top it off with a big spoon of yogurt and a couple of slices of nice warm bread. And enjoy.